Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So this reading is going to be all about what's going on with your person. We're going to find out what's going on in their inner world, what are they really thinking about. So we have three piles from the left to right. Pause if you need a little longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most, and I'm going to start with pile number one. Hello, pile number one. So you got the card of clear. What kind of release would protect clarity in my space? This is striped skunk. There's a lot of crown chakra purging, so it's not that this person has had the best connectivity with the divine source and higher power, and it seems like that is what is spiritually taking place through this cataclysmic connection between the both of you. It is a very strong one. I'm hearing from spirit, don't underestimate the changes you're going through. We have the three of torches, wands. We have nine of wands, and then we have the hermit. So again, yeah, I'm soul searching. I'm trying to understand, make sense of where I'm at. Why is it you? The biggest question in this person's mind is, why is it you? I don't know, 10 or 8 billion people in this world, and I happen to meet you. And the specialty of it is what I'm picking up, the hermit, Virgo. So that's 6,000 energy. So you're making me think about my day-to-day experiences. You're making me think about life. It's just sort of like a mini existential crisis, or spirit is saying it's not even mini at this point. It's quite deep. It's like deep penetration within their ego, their soul. They're trying to figure out who are they, and it's almost giving this energy of the soul. Your whisper or your intuition is not a whisper, but it's like buried deep inside your trauma and your ego and what you've taught yourself to be. And we have the butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. This is number 11, so they could be a life path number 11, or they could be life path number 2 as well. I feel like this person has a beautiful spirit. That's what I'm picking up. They have a very beautiful spirit. They have a golden heart. They're quite giving, but I just think they don't know how giving they are because of the amount of takers that they're kind of mixed up with. They have this feeling of constantly having to be perfect. That's what I'm picking up. We have trust. So the universe is teaching this person how to trust their divine plan. I'm seeing this person like fiddle. They fiddle a lot. They could have hyperactivity or ADHD. Isolation in reverse. They don't want to be alone right now because of how deep it's getting for them. I feel like this person is quite like they're masking it quite a lot. That how scared they are, and almost as if like how difficult it is getting for them slowly by slowly to just keep riding the waves of it, because it's difficult for them. They're thinking that they're not made for it. That's what I'm really hearing. But it's almost like if this person only knew that, oh my god, 10 of wands in another deck. So there's quite a lot of pressure on this person. They're not very happy with it. The nine of pentacles, again, there seems to be this energy of like I'm showing that I'm doing quite well. Six of pentacles, there's something about this person's giving capacity that is a lot more than they're able to do right now, because they've kind of forgotten it. They've also readjusted it according to the people around them. So if they're around very selfish people or takers, or maybe caregivers that were not emotionally available, this person also shut down their ability to share energy, because they kind of built this mindset and they learned it indirectly, is what I'm hearing. That don't do anything out of the goodness of your heart or for free. That's what I'm really hearing. So maybe, and it's not even maybe, it's like when we have that concept of giving shouldn't be free, then relationships automatically become transactional for people, right? We have the wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So this is lived experiences. Nothing is a greater substitute for lived experience. There is no substitute for experience. That's why it's not always, but that's why you listen to your elders, because there is no substitute for experience. And I feel like this person is getting a bit of dosage of humility, temperance. Yeah, it's all spiritually guided. If they were immature, they were cocky, that I know a lot more than other people do, or they were full of, maybe they actually do, or maybe they're full of wisdom. But then again, I feel like what is being taught is also about, it's not in an irrational manner that you obey your adults or people around you, but it's also about the fact that there is no substitute for experience. That is how we gain wisdom. It's not knowledge, it's not education, it's wisdom. The Two of Cups and the Devil in reverse. Again, I believe that this is a strong generational karmic cycle that's coming to a level of conclusivity for this person. Turning pain into power, lead into gold. Badger spirit, be fearless and be bold. Number 4, so this is the Emperor energy. This person just had this, I'm feeling like an air of cockiness, like I know everything and you don't try to teach me, because I've had such a so and so a bad experiences, so you shouldn't be telling me what I should be doing. I'm getting quite itchy in this reading. This person may have some sort of allergy. And maybe because they're emotionally so stressed, their immunity could be low. Because there is a lot of change that's taking place on a cellular level once you start working with the emotional aspects of it. The DNA and the cells also change themselves according to your mindset, your pattern. Body starts adapting to it. But first of all, the body will show physical symptoms of a new person or a new version of you manifesting. So maybe moderate colds, or I'm also picking up on some sort of ankle injury. Archangel Haniel, this is joy, gratitude, and intuition. Again, so related with the crown chakra. It makes me, I'm hearing something about it, makes me want to cry, because I also feel like right now I'm neglecting you so much when I don't want to do that. But what I'm experiencing is just so different than what I've ever felt. Passion, I still care for you, I still love you, but I just got to tell you that I don't have the bandwidth to like even talk to you. Like maybe I'm more active on Instagram and I'm just doom scrolling or something like that. But I don't really have the bandwidth to entertain questions or anything like that. We have hunger in reverse. It seems like their passion and, how would I place this? Like their sexual hunger for you still exists, but like they're very attracted to you still. But for a relationship, I think it's very different, because right now there's quite a dichotomy in this situation, that where one end they're so deep in their pain, but then on the other end they're also satiated, because maybe their first time or in a really long time they're really touching base with who they are, so they're not feeling the hunger for another person, like sexually or something. Even though they're quite in pain, because they're finally coming in touch with their own soul. So it kind of eliminates the desire for a lot of things when you realize that you're one and you're whole. Because we do have the card of, oh, we had consciousness right here. But anyways, because they're cleansing and they want so much space right now, they do feel sad about it, like I'm pushing them to the side, pushing them to the curb. But I believe that this phase is going to result in a happier version of them. Okay, so pile number 1, this was your reading. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 2, if you chose the card of Beaver. What am I integrating? And the card says build. So I feel like there's a very earthy energy that's coming from this person. So this could be Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Third house energy, it's quite related with communication. They wanna say something, there's a lot on their mind. They definitely intend on communicating with you. August is possible that that's when they start getting the rhythm of it. I don't know. This person is like in a hurry. That's what I became like. I just gotta do everything that I gotta do. And I feel like it's not thought out, but the earthy energy over here prevails to say. It's like they want to ground the energy. The channeling is a bit broken spirit. It's because they're saying that this person is in a hurry constantly, fights, arguments, conflicts. So this could be that they want to repair their image in front of you. They do care about what you think of them. Somebody you're just like, I don't care. Yeah, I want things to work out in reverse. I feel like they know that they've pissed you off. They've pushed you, or they've taken things so far this time around in their perspective that they're just like, okay, like, what do I have to do to get back? The devil, Capricorn, is over here. So they're overthinking this a lot. I'm hearing that song, I'm a Barbie Girl. We have the Five of Swords. Oh, this is such a strong energy of someone who feels so caught up and in guilt or just regret. I don't know what they did, but they're definitely feeling really sorry for themselves. Quite a catch because I just said that they feel sorry for themselves. I feel like if you have a social media, they're definitely looking it up. Your work on social media. Oh shit, I mixed up the cards. I don't think they have a burner account. It's possible for some of you, but they're just using their normal account. Some of you because they already follow you. Nobody could take your place. I admire you for who you are. It's also because they see your talent or something like that. I don't mean like or something like that, but they see something that's special. They recognize it. I'm hearing it's also within them. So that's why they see that talent within you. We have the card of Why, the art of finding beauty in the imperfections of life. This is Japanese. So I feel like this person has just begun to, I'm hearing officially or something like that. It's such a or something like that kind of same thing stuff type of a very fragmented energy in which I'm also speaking about it because that's just the energy that I have. It's not fully formed yet. It's quite up in the air and it wants to ground itself. That's why the funny thing over here is that it's representing itself as the earth energy. It could be that they're looking for something really long term, but they don't exactly know if it's gonna be with you or if it's possible with you. We have I was blinded by what others said about you. I took too many opinions from others. It could also simply just talk about how somebody ends up caring way too much about what other people think and then they miss the time when they could have been with you. They didn't take you seriously. King of Cups in reverse. They feel foolish. The Strength. Oh, the Empress in reverse because I don't love myself enough to stand out and make those choices for myself because I always end up thinking about what other people are going to think because that's my main way of validation. Ace of Cups, and I see how you take care of yourself. I wish I could be like that, but I find it so lonely. Temperance in reverse. I'm not in my power. I'm not in my centeredness. The Temperance is not energy of power kind of a card, but it does talk about your balance, your zen, your self assurity in a sense, right? And them not having that is a big deal because it doesn't allow this person to fully embrace you because if they're not embracing themselves, how are they gonna embrace you? The Eight of Wands, yeah, it's like nevertheless I'm still gonna talk to you. I hear that song, "Oh baby, say woo, la 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 la." There's something like very soft about their feelings for you. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Um, I haven't thought this through. That's the energy that I'm gonna say. What they're going through is like, I haven't thought this through. It's more like the energy, like, okay, I like the person, I really like them, but I don't know what to do with them. Like, can I be in a relationship with them? Can I be, or can they be that for me? It's more of a question of self-doubt rather than being on you. I don't think they've had healthy role models in their life. There's such a bouncy, fidgety energy, but if you're going to sit with them one on one, they're not going to have much to say to you. They're going to hide it under a face that they're going to make of like seriousness, or I guess maybe care. They're going to hide it under a face of like, or a facade, like, I'm doing so well, I respect you and your accomplishments. I said that they're watching something that you do and they respect it. There's no other way around it. It's as simple as it is. They like it because they see the value in it. Something about it makes me feel like you're taking the long haul. Slow and steady wins the race, kind of a thing. We have thoughts. Your thoughts are fragments of endless possibilities. Yeah. This could also talk about their own thoughts about you. Their thoughts about you. Oh my god, this is confusing me. It's almost like I'm going a bit trance in this energy. I'm not quite in the present moment. It's so up in the air. You could be seeing each other in dreams. That's also one thing that I'm picking up. I'm gonna conclude this pile. We have notice. What can I learn from observation? Yeah, I'm telling you, they're observing you, they're watching your moves. It's somewhere I'm hearing like it's out of a learning curve. They're learning from you, but they're also like somewhere a bit envious or resentful that why can't I be like that. That's also something that I am picking up over here. I stay silent because I don't feel like I'm ready. I'm working on healing. Yeah. So pile number 2, this was your reading. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I hope to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the card of Would More Tenderness Help the Dear Mouse, which talks about nesting. So I'm hearing something about communication right here. Something you said, something that made sense to this person. Yeah, tower. It's like something that was being said that pushed their limits, or we have truth, right? Truth, like we experience something and it comes from our own perspective where we're standing. So we experienced something in the stimulation, and then that became our truth or our perspective, and then we run with the thought for so long it ends up becoming our truth, right? So something you did or said broke a truth in this person's mind about life, themselves, or you. For most of you, it seems like it was a self-conception projected onto you that maybe you aren't going to be someone that can fulfill them, can be their companion, and it seems as if that they were presumptuous, and I'm not blaming them that they were being cocky. I'm just saying that they didn't know any better. So we have the wombat spirit, be at home. There's 2 cards about nesting, and then this one is in reverse, brown bear spirit, take time out. Oh, they're in this internal struggle where they want to come and pursue you. They want to express how they really feel, but they're also in this place where they don't want to be quite bothered. So it's a pickle, a hard and a rock situation, or a soft and a fragile situation, because it's one place they're so sensitive and the other one is with you because the situation with you is also fragile. So we have explorer, traveler, and wanderer. It could be that the truth was that they thought that they're above the whole commitment thing, and they've come to realize that, like, it's almost like the cockiness that they had wasn't towards you, or you weren't good enough. It was more about their own judgments about themselves, that, oh, I'm not a commitment kind of a guy or a girl. Three of Pentacles reverse, I don't really work with people. Queen of Swords in reverse, I'm not very communicative. And I feel like having met you, or having met you again, or something like that, has made this person, I feel so nauseous saying this. I don't even think they want to accept this. I think that they desire commitment with you at such a deep level that has taken them by surprise. So their body is physically reacting to the intimacy that they probably experienced in a twisted manner with their mother and their childhood, because it started off with the mother figure. Now, this is reminding me of that woman, I forgot her name, in Mad Men, with the lead guy, Betty. I think it's Betty, right? It's Betty. And the way she used to be with her children, the elder one, she used to be a daughter, but this person could be a man. And it's telling me about how she used to be herself so insecure, or she used to be young and then she fell for this guy who was a womanizer, and he had his own childhood issues and blah 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 blah. Cutting short, the story is more about how she used to be quite an insecure mother, and she was really hard on her elder daughter. So she would just have outbursts, and she would like be worried about, I guess she used to be very short tempered with her. So sometimes when she would be in a good mood and it wouldn't depend on her husband, she'd be nice to her daughter and otherwise not. So pig spirit, use your mind wisely. It shaped this person's mind towards women, that women are flaky, or women are going to hurt me, or I'm too emotional, or something like that. So it formed this opinion, and if it's for a woman, you can place it for female genders as well. This is strictly mommy issues that I'm picking up. I was pretending to be someone else, and there is a third party. I feel like the third party is, I mean, your situation could differ person to person, but in this reading, a lot of it is being reflected as the third party of childhood wounds I still have growing up to do. I feel like this person is again quite presumptuous. They think that, you know, they know better, they're going to do better. I'm hearing the song Down on Me, which is just like, they're quite immature, you know, they might be of a certain age, okay, and they might be good with the world and friends and everything, but they've got this part of them that has been emotionally stunted, just coming out quite strongly in this connection, where they could have been in commitment with someone else, but they're realizing that this has got to be deeper with you. They want to go deeper, they're feeling something deeper and completely exclusive and monogamous. Parent child in reverse, yeah, it's talking about a dysfunctional family, a scenario. This person, I'm seeing like a baby boy cry so much. He just hasn't received that type of nurturance from his mother. So in his early years, he used to seek that refugee in women, and then he realized that, maybe he didn't even realize that he's seeking refugee in other girls that are not his women. So they're not equipped to do that. And then nobody can replace your parental figure, right? All that glitters is gold. So this person knows that wherever they are, and if they're still with a partner or whoever they're with, mending in reverse, they're not their people, they're not their person. This person is still continuing to be in an environment that is more suitable for their pain rather than love. They'd rather keep up with the appearances of it. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. So they'd rather keep up with the appearances of it than to really change their life, or it would automatically change if they change their relationship and perspective with themselves, right? We have the Death and the Lovers, two major arcanas together. What's the other one? This is Scorpio and Gemini, and then we have Three of Cups in reverse. Oh, for some of you, there's a 50-50 chance, you'd know wherever you lie, that they've chosen to stay in the same situation despite, life giving them a chance, which life gives you multiple times. And for some of you, this person does want to move towards you. I guess this would narrow down if you select one pile between the first and the second one, if you feel like it. We do have the stars, the constellations, more about hopes, daydreaming. They're so much more comfortable in just daydreaming and fantasizing about it. So that's probably why their energy seems to float towards you and hover over you. Magic in reverse, because they don't believe in themselves that there's someone that is worthy of all of this love. Love in reverse, sweetness, strength. They'd rather put up this front. That's what I'm really feeling over here. I would want to say that they're a tough cookie, but is it a tough cookie, or is it just a stubborn cookie who's not dumb, who's not blinded, who's not confused? They're just making the choice that they want to make. I don't think there's anything deeper than this. Sometimes it's just what people are appearing to be, and they don't want to make better choices. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I still want to be dependent on other things. I don't want to take the full ownership of my life and what has happened to me. And even though consciously or unconsciously, I understand, again, depending on the person you're dealing with, I don't feel like changing it right now. So that's just something you're going to have to deal with. The Two of Wands. So, yeah, exactly what I've been trying to show you. I know, I understand the repercussions of this choice, and somebody making this sort of choice, even while knowing you that you're an amazing person, they can change their life around. It's not, first of all, reflecting of your worth. You have to get very concrete with that. It just speaks a lot more about them than it speaks about you. And secondly, that's just the choice that they're making. So if you still want to, what's the word? Play with fire, then you're going to deal with something that's lower than your standards. Queen of Pentacles. It's going to basically have you compromise all that you really think and desire and look forward to have in a companion, right? So pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. All information for personal readings is given down below, and I hope to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye.